you have interesting people who have many things to say. Because you should understand that diplomatic life is very boring. In fact, it's very boring. You have it seems very nice. You have your Mercedes car. Yes, my Mercedes car is waiting there with my chauffeur. Yes. Then you go from time to time. You go to cocktails. Yes. You are supposed to drink, whiskey. But the problem is that it's nice once, but if you have to do it every day, we have almost national days. We have three times per week. If you have to go and you have to meet the same people, then there's the problem of exchange of ideas. Yeah. If you have the same people very often, if those people you become exhausted because you already know what they are going to say. So from this point of view, I would say that as ambassadors, it's very good to have open model, because you can really bring great people. As you know, Armenia recently designated Charles Aznavour as ambassador of Armenia to Switzerland. Yeah. Do you know about it?
We too. We will designate people of literature.
Yeah.
Many.
I think that this is very good because foreign service becomes richer. Because what does it mean, ambassador? Of course, ambassador means to work in favor of common relations, of bilateral relations. Okay, ambassador is someone who is supposed to, to be a kind of bridge, yes, to help develop relations. Ambassador is supposed to be a friend, okay? He's supposed really to do as much as possible to develop academic, scientific, political, economic, cultural relations between, in my case, Poland and Chile. As consul general, this is a bit different because consul is really taking care of citizens, okay? Consul has a bit different function because consul must take care, is giving visas, okay? And is taking care of if someone has problems, if someone loses money, so consul is helping, okay? Is helping. But Brazil is dangerous country from the point of view of crime, as you know. And of course, but everything is relative. Yes, everything is relative. One day I had a journalist from Poland who came to Rio de Janeiro. From which city you come from? Belo Horizonte. Who came to Rio de Janeiro, and he made a call. He said, it was my consul who got this phone call. Sorry, I need your help because I lost everything. I have no passport, I have no money, I was robbed. So we asked him, what happened? So I imagined immediately, guns and something. No, he said, no, it was not like this. I was invited to the Samba club, Samba club, Samba disco club, whatever you want. So when they started to dance Samba, I was invited by a beautiful girl, yes, for the Samba. So I left my jacket on the chair and I went to dance. When I returned, I had no money and no passport. So this was the reason why he lost everything. So it was very, very funny situation, and very often this is really the case. So you can, as in the consular life, you can have plenty of different situations. You can have many very unfortunate situations, like, for example, we have now in Egypt. Embassy in Egypt and consular service in Egypt has a serious problem because of Polish tourists. You know what kind of problem we have? Because there are many tourists going to Egypt. Planes taking all the time tourists to Egypt. And what happens? In many cases, they go to Egypt and they go to very cheap hotels, all-inclusive. How do you call all-inclusive? The problem is that all-inclusive means that they can drink any amount of alcohol they want. What happens, especially young people, they drink alcohol and then they go and they practice diving. You know, diving. Yes, I know if this happens in Chile, it's too cold, I think, so water is too cold. But in Egypt, they can practice diving. And many cases, young people perish. Why? Because under influence of alcohol, if they dive at the level of 6 or 7 meters, the heart stops to function. And we have many, problems with tourists who die in these cases. So consular service, consuls have to go 2 or 3 times a week to Hurghada and other places, to make coffins of our tourists. You can imagine this is a job also, because they must check if the body belongs to the person, if this is really the same, if this is a problem. And there are many young people. So my advice: never drink and never die at the same time. Dive. Dive is very important, because drinking is not something, but then diving is a problem, because then the pressure changes and there are some. So you can see in some places consular service is very very busy with different things. In Ukraine, for example, we deliver a lot of visas. It's another aspect. For example, it does not concern you, as all are Chileans from here, or there are some citizens of other countries.
Other countries, Brazil, US.
You are from one
US,
country?
Italy.
No, so no problem. All these countries, they do not need visa. But now, for example, we have this is a completely new situation in our embassy, in our, I would say, consular services, because, as you know, Poland now is European Union. Okay, European Union. It means that European Union means that we give common visa or national visa. We have 2 kinds of visas. Not for Chileans, because we have, we have agreement. So Chile, Brazil, and European countries, they do not need visa.
Argentina, probably.
Argentina, no.
No?
I think so. Colombia needs. Colombia and Peru need because of terrorism, of problems of drugs and so on. Now, what's the problem? We have 2 kinds of visa. One is national visa. We can still deliver a national visa. For example, a Peruvian student wants to go to Poland for a seminar or for a summer school. I organize this kind of school in Poland, and I have some Ecuadorian students. And he can ask for Polish visa, okay? And this is relatively easier to get this Polish visa to go to Poland, but he cannot cross the border. The problem is that we have no more borders with Germany, for example. There is a border, but there's no control. So you can simply, on a bicycle, on foot, whatever you want, you can cross the border and nobody is going to control you. So theoretically, you can get a visa, national visa, to Poland, and you can go with this visa, especially by road, because
but not in the praxis. I know.
No, you can go. No, you can go by plane. No, by plane. No, because by plane they won't check. But if you go by car, no problem. But then, if this person is caught in Germany, for example, in Austria, he will never get European visa again. But you can ask a European visa, Schengen visa, in Polish embassy, and you want to go, and then you will get the Schengen visa for whole Europe. But this is very complicated. My consuls they have headaches now. To give this kind of visa, they must really do a lot of things. The procedure is very complicated. Because you